Hello, it is the evening of April 5th, and verse for tonight is Proverbs 15:33. Before honor is humility. Humiliation of the soul always brings a positive blessing with it. If we empty our hearts of self, God will fill them with His love. He who desires close communion with Christ should remember the word of the Lord. To this man I will look, even to him that is poor and of contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word. Stoop, if you would climb to heaven. Do not say of Jesus, He descended that we might ascend. Or do we not say of Jesus, He descended that we might ascend? So must you. You must grow downwards, that you may grow upwards. For the sweetest fellowship with heaven is to be had by humble souls and by them alone. God will deny no blessing to a thoroughly humbled spirit. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, with all its riches and treasures. The whole exchequer of God shall be made over by deed of gift to the soul which is humble enough to receive it without growing proud because of it. God blesses us all up to the full measure and extremity of what it is safe for Him to do. If you do not get a blessing, it is because it is not safe for you to have one. If our Heavenly Father were to let your unhumbled spirit win a victory in His holy war, you would pilfer the crown for yourself, and meeting with a fresh enemy, you would fall a victim, so that you are kept low for your own safety. When a man is sincerely humbled and never ventures to touch so much as a grain of the praise, there is scarcely any limit to what God will do for him. Humility makes us ready to be blessed by the God of all grace, and fits us to deal efficiently with our fellow men. True humility is a flower which will adorn any garden. This is a sauce with which you may season every dish of life, and you will find an improvement in every case. Whether it be prayer or praise, whether it be work or suffering, the genuine salt of humility cannot be used in excess. Do not be prideful in your dealings with other people, in your life. The old saying goes, pride cometh before a fall, or pride goes before a fall. And it's so true. The more haughty the individual, the greater their downfall when they do end up falling. It's so visible in our day-to-day lives. The more whether it's something that you yourself have witnessed in your own life, or whether witnessing it on somebody else's behalf, or from a third party perspective, you've seen it, most likely. Someone who was extremely proud, extremely haughty, extremely full of themselves, brought low because they thought they knew everything, and they decided that they were going to act on that, act as if they knew everything, and were prideful, and all of a sudden, in an instant, they're brought low. We need, in whatever we're doing, whether it's our work life or our personal life or our prayer life or our spiritual life, we need to exercise humility. We need to be brought low. We need to realize that we are not, our success is not our own. Any success that I have in my life, I owe to Jesus. I owe to God's blessings. Because goodness knows I have seen other people in their struggle in their lives, and I am eternally grateful that God has blessed my family in the methods that He has, with all the stuff that He has done. because he has, through all the struggles of life, he has never forsaken my family. And that is something that I will always be thankful for. But humility in the workplace is also a good thing. Trying to be too prideful in the workplace can lead to your own downfall. If you act too prideful before your bosses, they might think that you're no longer capable of taking instruction and just get rid of you, or people will no longer want to work with you because you're too stuck up, and so you'll be less productive at work. So it's not just in our spiritual lives. This is a general, like a lot of stuff in Proverbs, it's just generally useful advice for life. Practice humility. There is honor in being humble. Now, that doesn't mean to let people walk all over you. That's not humility, but it means that you need to not be full of yourself, not be too prideful, and say, yeah, this is the way I think things should be done, but I'm open to suggestions. I know that I don't know everything, so I need to not be prideful and say that my way is the only way. Be humble, be gentle and respectful in our dealings with all people, and everything will be a little bit better for you in your life, whether it's in your work life or your personal life or your spiritual life. Hope that was helpful to somebody and encouraging to somebody. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Good night.